about these rallies. Watch.
This crazy No Kings rally this weekend, which is going to be the farthest left, the hardest core, the most unhinged in the Democratic Party, which is, a big title.
We shouldn't have to wait until the Hate America rally this weekend or whatever it is that's driving Chuck Schumer to keep this going on, this damage that's being inflicted.
I encourage you to watch. We call it the Hate America rally that'll happen Saturday. Let's see who shows up for that. I bet you see pro-Hamas supporters. I bet you see Antifa types. I bet you see the Marxists in full display, the people who don't want to stand and defend the foundational truths of this republic.
What is he so scared of? He's so scared. What's he frightened of?
Well, he clearly doesn't recognize that the people who take to the streets to protest are protesting because they love the country and know that it could be great like that. But I also find that it's a little rich of Mike Johnson to kind of think of a hypothetical of who's going to show up at that. When, yesterday we spoke about the leak of the young Republicans. Yeah. This wasn't a maybe people think these things. This was a dozen young Republican leaders from different states across the country who showed us exactly who they are in writing. So I don't think now's the time to worry about who's going to be showing up at a protest.
Well, unless you know that there's going to be instigators, paid instigators that show up, and then you can be that secure that that's going to be there. I was at the No Kings rally in June in Miami, and I tell you that it lifted my spirits. It was inspiring. I saw all sorts of freedom-loving Americans, all ages, all nationalities, all creeds. It was just the most uplifting thing at a time when so many of us feel down because we see the threats against democracy. And I think Mike Johnson has it completely wrong. This is not about hating America. It's about loving America. It's about showing up to defend American values and democracy. You know what hating America is, or not loving America? Not loving America is not doing anything while good people are rounded up around in the streets of America and children are sick-tied, while, journalists are silenced at the Pentagon, while we are bailing out Argentina to the tune of $20 billion and American farmers are filing for bankruptcy. That is not love.
And also, why is this a hate rally when January 6th was called a normal tourist attraction?
That's right. I just don't understand.
That's interesting when their particular priorities and how they describe convenient.
If Mike Johnson were a true leader, which I don't believe he is, if he were a true leader, he would be listening to the people, because this government is for us, by us. It's of the people. And why I think there are going to be 2,500 events in every single state in 50 states is because people are opposing authoritarianism. That people are exercising their First Amendment rights to peacefully assemble and free speech. Right. And so I think what he should be doing is listening to the fact that so many people and so many events are going to be taking place, and there's a real problem with Republican leadership and this Republican shutdown where you have thousands and thousands and thousands of people not being paid, losing their jobs, while Congress gets paid, while Congress has health care, and the American people are fed up. Yes. And we have the ability to say that, in this country.